Good morning! So I have to leave in like 30 minutes, and I thought I can talk about this as I have my breakfast bagel, which is the fact that I have dreams every night. I have them, whether it's a nightmare, whether it's a good dream, whether it's dreams or just a dream. I have dreams every night. And I think it's really interesting because I've gotten so used to it. I've gotten so used to the fact that when I close my eyes, when I go to sleep, I will see something. So I kinda also live with the anxiety of what if one day I just stop seeing dreams? Like, what if one day it all just stops? But no. I mean, hopefully not. Can that happen? Can I just. I guess it could. But yeah, as someone who has dreams every night, the way sleep works for me is also pretty different. Because to me, like, I will wake up in the middle of the night. Like, I will. Especially if it's a nightmare, I will wake up. And sometimes, depending on the nightmare, depending on the kind of nightmare, I will not be able to go back to sleep. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I am scared of the dark. And sometimes my nightmares are kind of revolved around that phobia of mine. Other than that, it's usually like, ooh, I'm late for something kind of things. Or it's really supernatural. Or it's literally like war and stuff like that. But when those happen, I can still kind of go back to sleep. But the dark ones, I cannot go back to sleep. I just cannot. I have to wait until there's sunlight out there, which is tricky because sometimes I wake up at like 3 a.m. when this happens, and when it's wintertime, the sun does not come up until like 9. So I either have to like exhaust myself to go back to sleep, or I have to wait for the sunlight, which is interesting, but I still would not trade it. I still love having dreams. This night I had this dream where me and the president and a few other people were visiting a museum in Amsterdam in the year like 2005 or something like that. Like early 2000s. And I was filming it. I think I was there as like the person who was supposed to film it. I'm not sure. It was really interesting. It was interesting. Not too interesting, but it was interesting. Yesterday, I had a nightmare where I don't fully remember it. See, that's the thing. I need to write them down, obviously, but especially my nightmares, because the nightmares I try to repress them. I try to forget them immediately, so I do forget them easily. But in this one, it was like there was this house, and it was like dark, and there was this being. It was a supernatural being, but I was kind of like forced to stay in that house for some reason. And at one point, I was like, wait a minute, like, why am I staying here? I'm leaving. So I left, and it kind of chased me. But then after I left the house, it couldn't chase me anymore. I think I yelled, "Go!" and it did disappear. And after that, the whole day I was like, should I watch Get Out? Like, should I watch that movie? Or Nope? Because that's the vibe it was giving. I was like, I don't know, it felt like it could work out. But yeah, I have dreams a lot. Sometimes they are like the one I had today. Sometimes they're like the one I had yesterday. Sometimes they are dreams about my friends. In a lot of my dreams, I'm not necessarily arguing with my friends, but something is happening to my friends, if that makes sense. Ooh, I don't want to tell that one actually. Or a lot of natural disasters. Actually, no. Surprisingly, no. I think I see a lot more like murder than natural disasters. There had been this one dream with fire involved. It was during the time where forest fires were happening. I think that's why I stopped it, and it was not fun, let me tell you. It was not fun. That's the thing also. Sometimes my dreams give me new fears as well. I had this one dream with a hippo, and still to this day I'm kinda scared of hippos. Because of a dream, I'm scared of hippos. And because of that, like, forest fire thing, I was so scared of fire. I mean, everybody's already scared of fire, but after that, I think it was almost as if I experienced it. So I was like, don't do these things. What else? Yeah, I just think it's interesting to have dreams every day. And sometimes they're fun. In a lot of them, I'm traveling. Like the one today, I was technically traveling. In a lot of them, I'm not the main character. And in some of them, it's like a test of my morality, if that makes sense. There was this one dream where if you became pregnant, they were gifting you stuff. But if I remember correctly, it was like this cruise. Like, if you got pregnant, you could get on this cruise for free. And I don't know if it was like the best cruise ever, but everyone around me was talking like, oh yeah, let's do it, let's get pregnant and everything like that. And I was the only person in my dream who was like, it doesn't end there, right? Like, that's not it, right? You're gonna have a baby, you're gonna have a child. Like, because in the dream also you had to keep it as well. Like, you had to keep it and it had to be your child. And everyone around me was acting as if that was like the most mundane, the most easy thing ever. And there were so many birds. And I was the only one who was like, guys, it's gonna be like, you're gonna have to take care of another human being. You want to take care of another human being for at least 18 years legally for a cruise? And everyone was looking at me as if I was abnormal in the dream. Everyone was like, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? What? You can't just be a mother. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. And also in my dream, most of these people were like young girls. So in my mind, I was like, you haven't even lived. You haven't even lived. You can go on a cruise. Like, but no, everyone in my dream wanted to have babies. More specifically, they wanted to be pregnant. And for some reason, they could not grasp the fact that there was no going back. You cannot unmother yourself. You just cannot. You cannot do that. Like, you can't. Once you experience that, it will change you. It will affect you. Birth in itself is literally, oh my god, like, I'm getting mad. I know this was a dream. I know these people do not exist. But I was so mad in this dream because also there are so many people like this in real life too. They don't see why it's a big deal. I guess that's needed for humanity to continue, right? But especially in the dream when there's like a literal exchange, like this cruise ship tour for you giving up your life, it was a lot more maddening. I was the only one who said no. So yeah, sometimes the dreams are like these where it's like a moral dilemma. And then yeah, it's a huge variety. Like, it's a really, really huge variety. Like, you can tell me something and I've had a dream about it. Some of them I do not remember, obviously. At the beginning of this year, I actually started writing down my dreams, but then I stopped because it takes a long time. Maybe I should do that again. I think I should do that again. But yeah, I wonder if someone else is like me as well. Someone who also has dreams every day. And I stopped eating this bagel. Like, I was too fired up, so I'm gonna eat my bagel. Bye.